Main skill. No. No. Just this part. Thank you. I swear to God, I'm not Stoichea main. So hey everyone, we're back on the Cyrus Twitter, and you know what that means. Oh, I've got a notification. It's on Thursday, and we have a couple new reveals for a certain new deck that I've basically been ignoring since the beginning of the Gear Chronicles. Mainly because I was focusing on one of the other glitter decks, and I guess we have Chaos too, but like I haven't touched that in God knows how long. Comment below if you want to see some Chaos vids. But today, we found out something that's been hiding under my nose the entire time. And that is that our good friend Rorowa has basically been an agent of Gear Chronicle since day one. Or at least a time-traveling comatose isekai protagonist, because, you know, he was asleep for 3,000 years or whatever. Anyways, we're not going to bore you with the details of the entire Rorowa history today, because that's probably going to come whenever I do a deck profile video. Make sure you subscribe to see that go live. Instead, we got some certain support today, about 3 new cards, and yeah. It do be Gear Chronicle time again. Except, you know, next week's actually Gear Chronicle time, and I cannot wait. Is it next Thursday already? It needs to be Thursday. It's been God knows how long since we've had Glimmer Breath. With all that said, let's go ahead and dive on into Rorowa support. Starting things off, we have a support order here because apparently all the glitters are getting a new order card. We're not going to go over all of them today because I feel like that'd be a separate video, but each of them have one, I guess. We'll talk about them more maybe in the future. Anyways, real simple effect. You could play this if your Vanguard is Rorowa. Put this card into your soul, check your top 7 cards, choose up to 1 glitter among them, reveal it and put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck. Top 7 search is always pretty good because it goes through a decent chunk of your deck. In fact, this is searching for a glitter card. If you guys remember, all of the cards in the Ride line are glitter cards, so searches for Persona Ride. In addition, there's usually a support unit like the Regalinas here. So there's 2 Regalinas out right now, which is another 8 cards right there, including Kree Cops and Persona Ride. That's 11 out of a 50-ish card deck. By the time you're on grade 2, you'll be thinking a couple cards, so on and so forth. It's decent. It's decent. In fact, this goes in the Soul. I'm not quite sure yet. I mean, definitely very Dark State to have Soul. Like I said, I've never really played the original Rorowa, so I don't know how much he cares about Soul, or if you're actually going to care about Soul for the new one. Let's go ahead and dive a little deeper into that, but keep in mind we are building up Soul for that, and deck thinning is deck winning. Wait, hold on. I was about to go into the next card, then I saw this art, and I realized in the background, you're gonna put it up there on the side. That's the Dark State castle in the background from Mr. Rorowa. I already love this. I'm a little sad because we're gonna do a sidebar real quick. Spoilers that I peeked ahead before I record the video. I mean, comes out in the morning, then work, but I'm trying to keep myself as blind as usual. The one thing I will be a little sad about this deck. At first, when we revealed the art, saw the Crimson Command Dragon, all that fun stuff, I had a theory that this new version of Rorowa would be actually Stoichea / Dark States, granting him the power of course, Gear Chronicle stuff, all the timey-wimey, of course this goes in the soul, all that fun stuff. And if that was the case, maybe each of the other glitter decks would have a new cross-nation version of it. That would have been really cool. Card that we're going to see in just a second, spoilers, is not in fact cross-nation with Dark State, but is still part Dragon Empire, so theory out the window, but just so you know, called new cross-nation decks. Unfortunately, I was wrong. Would have been amazing though. I mean, literally just Dark State right there. Next up, I already spoiled this a little bit 5 seconds ago. We have a new card for Dragon Empire / Stoichea because that's how Rorowa glitters. And this is a new version of Momokke, the little monkey token. It's a dragon, not a monkey, who has, look at this, so much flavor text. So many abilities. So let's go ahead and read the skills of Wings That Break the Shell Momokke. Pretty cool looking art. I mean, the original was just baby dragon, so baby dragon all grown up, I guess. Continuous. This card cannot be called the rearguard other than by this card's ability, and if this card's on rearguard, it also is treated as a Momokke token, so full stop right here. It's gonna have ability that makes it so it can be called, which is whatever. I don't like this deck card though. It's a generic 10k without any skills, just generic 10k grade 2, which means that this is now a card that you cannot play unless you play it by a special ability. Kinda sucks, but I mean, if it has to be played by a special ability, it's probably sauce, so let's keep on reading. So this is the, how it's called skill? Ooh, handed drop. Okay, I like that right there. The drop ability, which means that you could basically discard the same for Ride line and not really give a crap. If your Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, cost retire a Momokke token and call it to rearguard. Okay. As you guys may or may not know, both the Regalinas are able to call Momokke token. So as long as you're at grade 2 or greater, you should be able to make your token for free once per turn. I guess you do have to wait a turn to make him happen. Once again, we'll have to read on and see what skills say, because otherwise this is basically a grade 2 that you can't play until turn 3, which is kind of sort of weird. Alright, main skill. No. Just this part. Thank you. Auto ability, when it's placed during your turn. So there's a reason why it has all the stipulations, just because it has on play skill. Cost, retire one of your other rear guards. Choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it. So we have effectively a costless destruction on this big boy. You do have to retire one of your tokens. So as Very Blasted Darky, retire one of yours, retire one of theirs. My god, this Stoichea Dragon Empire card is actually Keter in disguise. But if you think about it, most Rorowa decks have a way to just absolutely spam the field with plant tokens. So there should be no reason why you don't have a plant token to devour whenever he comes out. Okay. Costless destruction, targets anything, so that is really good. You can get hit in front row or back row. I already like it. Then he's got a glitter skill, of course, because all the boys have glitter skills. Glitter with Rorowa, of course, active if your vanguard is glitter, that's how they all work. So if your unit with Radalina is card name in the same column as the unit's attacks, and you do not have another Momokke, this can attack from the back row, and if your opponent's grade 3 or greater, we'll get to that in a second, it gets power plus 10k. So let's break this down for a second real quick. I'm trying to remember, let me jump on and look at the Momokke token. So I know Radalina does stuff. There we go. By the way, TCG player, check mine out. Help support this channel. Alright, so let's take a look at the OG token real quick, because I think it does something to back row attacking. Cool thing is this generic skill that once per turn you could retire one more of your rear guards, gets +5 for each card. So it is a powerhouse unit. Say that this was basically there because you're able to buff up your Radalina by the powers of your Momokkes. Basically make him grow, make your Radalina grow, and Radalina can chain to Radalina to get multi-attacks. So that's how you're able to get 5 attacks per turn, I think. Vanguard, rear, ready, rolls and ready. That's 4 there. I think the glitter skill has to attack from back row, I believe. Glitter, if you have Radalina, is in the same column, this can attack from back row. Okay, effectively, this new plus 10k is a plussed up version of this original Momokke skill, the attack in the back row, because of course you are sacrificing all units to gain power. However, if you think about it, you do have to sacrifice a card to summon a new Momokke. So you're already sacking off a card to have your 10k, which would be basically his 10k automatically. So he gets plus 10 when he attacks, making him a 20k. In order to make 20k off the original Momokke, you need to retire, what, 3 tokens, I guess? Effectively, you're getting the same benefit of sacrificing 3 tokens by sacrificing 1 token now, if you think about it that way. That said, him being locked to grade 3 kind of sucks, because I do believe that with Radalina, you could just pop her off as soon as you can. Let's go ahead and check Radalina real quick. I'm literally just checking TCG player for these. Oh god, why are we doing this? Okay, grade 2 Radalina. So we got Summons Momokke, cool. Okay, there's your soul cost right there. So don't forget that the order does go into soul, so this helps with that. Choose one of your tokens with the same name, it gets power plus that until the battle. Okay, so Momokke is the one that's able to attack from back row, and she just gains power from the back row. So I believe like the traditional order of this, once again I'll get more in depth when I do a deck breakdown, but I believe the traditional order is you're able to get a 4th attack by turn 2 if you're able to summon her out, because she only cares about you being Rorowa. Of course, Rorowa has a 4-wide line, and you basically go make Momokke. Momokke eats whatever field you don't have. Go rear guard, vanguard, Momokke, Radalina, boosted by Momokke's power. That's how you typically do it. This new one is basically going to be a plus 20 to her, which is nice because you're going to be 20k, 30k right there, and then she evolves into the grade 3 who's able to attack and gains some power. Pretty good. It's a little weird that this is phrased that way, so that you can only call this as a grade 3 or greater, because your Radalina is pops off on turn 2, but I guess like you could just get your small 4 attack turn, then turn 4 turns to the big attack turn. Once again, his restriction on your opponent being grade 3 for the plus 10 power up kind of sucks, but I guess going first, your opponent's gonna be grade 2 at that point, and he swings 10k, still hits their vanguard number. Pretty good. Let's go ahead and check out the main event itself. The fight of Regalis! No, we're gonna, I don't know if we care about that. We have the Gear Chronicle. We're gonna just cover that up real quick. Look at the Cronus commander in the background, please. He's back. And next Thursday, he'll be back for real, because we get a card reveal, and I cannot wait. Make sure you subscribe to see that go live. The Crossing Interdimensional Fox. Pretty cool name. Interdimensional Dragon. This like every Gear stride. So we have a bunch of flavor text on the boy once again. Overlapping was the will towards the future, whatever. Don't care. Alright, so first Vanguard effect, he has a bunch of these. If your opponent's grade 3 or greater, we're gonna skip that, because that's grade 3 or greater stuff. Cool. Yeah, no, we're not taking that back. We're literally just gonna go back to it at the end. Alright, so we'll start off with this. I guess this is the main skill right here. Costs Energy Blast 3, draw a card, call up to 2 plant tokens to rear guard. Okay, not bad. Like I said, Rorowa traditionally makes a buttload of tokens and does stuff with them. So there's that. This is your energy for the game. You don't really care about anything else in this deck for energy so far, for when you're grade 2 cyclers, which, considering I've already seen a couple things that go to graveyard, it might not be bad to run the energy cyclers in here just because they can retrieve a card from graveyard. Like I said, energy blast 3, you're not doing anything with your energy in this deck really, so that's not bad. That's your 3 energy is what you get per turn, and does draw you a card. So in addition to making field, you're also plussing 1. That's a really solid base skill. Then you have this. We're gonna get into this in a second. We'll go back to the top. Once your opponent's grade 3, you can use this skill. If your opponent's grade 3 or greater, all of your tokens get +5, and when your Vanguard is attacked, cost retire this unit, and all of your Vanguards get +5 until end of battle. Okay, I swear to God, last time we're going into freaking TCG Player for this video because I'm too lazy to go on Deck Builder. Let's look at how Rorowa in general functions. That's your Cross Ride. Here he is. By the way, I don't think we use Cross Ride anymore because the Cross Ride specifically cares about having him. So Soul Blast 1, you make 3 tokens. You did need 3 Soul in the original build, so that order is really good even if you're doing the original. Once attack, retire 1 or more plant tokens. It gets +5 for battle for each retired plant token for this cost. So a little divisive between the defensive skill on this and the new version. I don't know if you still want to basically cross ride it because of that and just have him in the ride line. Basically, this new version is saying if your opponent is grade 3 or greater, which once again, if you go first, you can't use that ability turn 1. It's just gonna get +5. Period. You're able to sacrifice any card. Vanguards get +5, making it an 18k base. I mean, that's good. Once again, 2 things to this. First of all, your opponent has to be grade 3. You can't do this going first. You have to go second in this deck. And you can only retire 1. I mean, it's 1 whatever, which beats out the 1 plant token, but at the same time, for sake of defensibility, you might just want to be on the original who says you sack any number. Therefore, if you have a full field of plant tokens, +15, +25, bajoom. Granted, that is like a 1-shot versus a couple of will guards, so take your choice, pick your poison there. Really depends how defensive you have to be versus how much rush there is, but your opponent does have to be grade 3 for this ability, which kind of sucks, because the original one, you basically just go off as soon as you can. That said though, your tokens do automatically get a +5k, which doubles up with the order that they play, so not bad for your buffs. Don't forget that the new Momokke does count as a token unit. Overall decent, you get a power up and you gain a shield thing, but I think for the sake of defense, I kind of like the original one better. Everyone say goodbye to the TCG Player tab. Don't forget, if you want to help support this channel, you can check out this page, look for Skyridge Games, because I sell cards here too. Alright, so let's go ahead and scroll down to his glitter effect, because we're of course saving the best for last. Here comes the Tongue Twister. Vanguard, once per turn, cost, choose a glitter from your rear guard or soul, put it on the bottom of your deck. And when you do this, you're able to perform one of the following based on the card that you chose. Once again, your ride line is in fact all glitter cards, because all the Rorowas, so if you don't do any soul play stuff, you could go ahead and bomb deck Rorowa cards. Which is good because first effect wants to Rorowa card. So if you sack a Roro, you can choose one of your opponent's rear guards and put it on the bottom of their deck! He's back. He has risen. Wait, hold on. That's better. Okay, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. This is a Gear Chronicle deck now. I do like that, like, between this skill and the Momokke skill, you do have a pretty good control engine. Both of these are free effects. I mean, they require you to do something, but there's no, like, Counter Blast or Soul Blast or anything else blast cost to activate. You're basically looking at, because you call Momokke and use this, up to twice per turn, you're able to somehow return a card. Granted, cards like Angel Ladder and other things with resist are kind of suck for this, but otherwise, have fun. We're sending cards back in time, ladies and gentlemen. There's a reason Crow's Command is on the art here. Okay, Gear Chronicle aside, let's look at the Regalis effect, because there's also one for if you bomb deck a Regalis. Card with Regalis is card names Searcher, Deck, or Drop for 1 card unit that has 1 grade less than the card in question. Jesus Christ. This is literally Gear Chronicle. This is literally just a reverse time leap. Okay, so the one thing that sucks about the secondary effect is it is an activated effect, which means you cannot cheat it out during the battle phase to combo into more attacks. That said, let's actually go. Okay, we're gonna have to look up some things on this real quick, just to see what good grade 1s there are that Roro actually cares about. You might honestly just run more copies of the grade 1 Roro just so you have more targets for your retire card. Grade 3 Regalis, put it back in deck, and you're able to suddenly call out a grade 2 Regalis or freaking Matthias guy, grade 2 Roro. That is so good. It's gonna be a little weird because I think that Roro has traditionally been a Peach Reliant deck, so I'm not sure quite what tech room it actually has for its non-named units. This is Matthias guy. There's the promo for cross ride build, but once again, I don't think you're cross riding in here since that actually cares about you being the original Rorowa. This is straight up Gear Chronicle. We are literally, is it bomb decking cards? These cards here, I can put a bomb deck. Okay, so we're bomb decking cards to either bomb deck their cards or time leap, which is insane. Also really cool, I love the fact that it says deck or drop, so control doesn't matter anymore. This is still okay anyway, so like control never really mattered. We're able to use like spiritual body, concentration, all that fun stuff, but this could be insane actually. Oh my god, I'm ready to deck build. My immediate thoughts are literally just to fill those empty blank spaces with the grade 1 and grade 2 railroads, just so you have more targets to search and more cards that you can bomb deck to bomb deck their stuff. Dude, this is lit. Okay, I'm happy. Do I go over the Regalis piece? I guess I'll go over it real quick. The final boss or whatever, the final card that they were trying to grab this whole time, lore or whatever. This doesn't have to do quite with Railroad, but I guess Railroad's the main character. Let's read real quick. Alright, Regalis piece, blah blah blah, the fun stuff. Other abilities. Order ability, none. This is an order that doesn't have an order ability. Okay. I see you, Zwerga. Abilities, you cannot play this card? So we're automatically looking at an order that doesn't have an order ability and that just cannot be played. This better be broke, because what? We've already talked about Momokke not being able to be played. Keep reading, ladies and gentlemen. Well, it can't be played, playing it doesn't count. Okay, that does make it a little better. So because this card isn't in order, and because it doesn't have an order effect that can't be played, this doesn't count as your 1 order per turn, which we do effectively can just alchemy magic for 1 turn only. Not bad. So what do we do? Hand and drop. Once again, it drops an ability. This means you can discard for Ride Line, which is solid. I'm seeing that this deck now seems to be very free in terms of you just immediately reviving stuff, and if you play this Regalis piece, you get to do whatever this is for free. Move this card, check your top 5 from deck, choose up to 1 card among them, and reveal it. If you did not, reveal a card, shuffle your deck, and draw a card. So right there, ignore everything else. The reveals whatever, I mean, you're gonna show what you got. And if you don't reveal a card for whatever reason, you reveal a card and add to hand. You just reveal a card, so you don't add to hand. That's a little weird, but like you can either show something in your top 5, or you can draw a card for free, which is okay. You just kind of remove this card and either draw a card for free or, right, so if you reveal a card, perform one, that's why. You want to reveal a card so you can use one of these 2 effects. If it's a glitter card, put it in your hands, so it's just a top 5 search. If the revealed card is grade less than or equal to your Vanguard, call it the rear guard. Okay, so basically either you tutor any glitter card, or superior call any card that's less than your Vanguard's current grade, or you just draw a card for free. I can see this being very versatile. The only issue that we're really facing here is that this is Regalis piece, which is a 1 per deck card, just like an Overtrigger. And because of that, you do have a lot of choices to make here. Like this, the Vergly card coming out now, Twin Cast being a double use card, freaking Angel Ladder for your control matchups. That's the really cool thing about this game, about this aspect of the Regalis piece, is that you have to pick and choose based on what you think strategies are going to be. Not bad. I like it. I like it. All right, outro time. I got way too big. Show that are the new. What do you guys think? Honestly, as someone who's never really played the deck officially, seems decent. Railroad's traditionally a deck that makes a lot of tokens and is able to get those like 5 attack combos off the Regalis and Momokke chain. So it's a pretty good base to work off of. But honestly, this new one is Gear Chronicle, which is all that matters. We can time lead. We can send cards to bomb and deck. There's a lot of control apparently. This is straight up Gear Chronicle Stoichea. Okay, I'm down. I'm down. I spent $13 on TCG Player today for some reason. If you guys want to build this deck, I'd recommend doing the same because chances are by the time this thing goes live, prices are just going to skyrocket for literally no reason. Of course, if you want to help me recover those $13 back, make sure to drop a tip on my Ko-Fi if you like what I do here on this channel. All that stuff does help me go towards stuff like new equipment, card game stuff, obviously to open, and travel expenses for all my theme park adventures. I also, because you know we do coaster and card game content here on this channel. Of course, you're new here, subscribe. You know, I don't have to tell you that every time, but you should if you're a cool person and you want me to do this as more of a full-time job or whatever, because you know, content. Make sure to leave all your Rorowa suggestions and memes and all that fun stuff down below. I'll definitely be sure to do some more on that in the future now that our time traveling boy is officially a time traveler. And until next time, Leonor, Magnolia, Shield Fisher, the cooler Magnolia. I apparently play 5 different Stoichea decks as a Dark State main. Always embrace the infinite.